Hi all, good evening. Let's start. So guys, we discussed about that what and all topics we are going to cover under SCCM, right? Now the question is how we are going to configure our lab, right? So first thing is you can configure your lab onto Azure portal, because see, we will be needing a good virtual machine. We will be needing a good machine where we'll be having a good computation power, right? We will be having around 4 GB of RAM, minimum 4 GB of RAM. It is needed, right? So depends on you. If you have a good configuration available in your laptop or in your desktop, you can configure the lab onto your own device. The second thing is you can use the networking labs, and the third thing is you can configure it onto the Azure portal, right? So in order, if you are configuring the lab in your own laptop, in that case you can use either VMware or you can use Hyper-V. Both will be fine. Okay. And guys, first of all, let me create a classroom for you all, right? Where I am going to upload all the, the PowerPoint, the PPTs, or your topics PDF, and then your interview questions and all, right? So I'm going to upload it onto the Google Classroom, right? And let me create a classroom for you all. Likewise, if you are seeing my batches list, so in this you can see I have a MECM batch which is already completed, right? And you will be able to see these kind of things, right? You can go to classwork and you will be able to see study material, interview questions, and the additional study material, right? So all PDFs I am going to upload it onto your classroom, and you all have to join this classroom and you will be able to get all the PPTs, right? So this is the interview question. In order to get the interview question, that what and all question can be asked related to this topic, that also I'm going to upload, right? So let me create a new batch for you all. No, let me go to classes. And let me create a class for you all. Class name, it is going to be MECM hyphen May batch, right? And create. So these PDFs, guys, I'm going to upload later on. Okay. Once all will join, I'm going to upload all the PDFs. Okay. Till then, you can just copy and you can just join this classroom. Okay. So to join the classroom, I have already shared the link onto the chat. Just go and join the classroom. Okay. Right. Now, after this, we will be having the agenda before start the class, right? We are going to have the agenda, and according to that only we are going to perform our lab. Likewise, I used to do the same thing for my previous classes also, for my previous batch also. So I used to create the task list, right? Let me show you. So this is the task list for the SCCM. Right? So these are the initial steps, guys, that we have to follow. If you are going to create the account on Azure, then obviously you will be having one credit card, and then only you will be able to create the Azure account. Right? And that credit card should be unique. If let's suppose you have already one credit card and that credit card you have used for the Azure portal, right? And then with the same name. On your name only you have one more credit card, so then that card you cannot use in the Azure account. Means you can create the account, but you will not be able to get the free credit. The free credit only be available for one person, and it's one and person's credit card, a single credit card only. With a single credit card you will be able to, with a unique credit card you will be able to create the account onto Azure portal, and you will be able to get the free credits. Okay, now first of all, just do let me know who and all wants to work on Azure.
Yes, me, sir.
Okay, Vamshi and Lokesh, you have a credit card that you have not ever used in the Azure portal, right?
I have already used it.
Okay, so do you have any other credit card, not with your
Yes,
name?
yes, I have another one, but it will take like 1 or 2 days for me.
Okay,
I
no
will
worries.
manage.
You will manage. Means you know how to create the account,
Yes,
right? How to get the
yes,
free credits.
yes.
Okay, Sarath, what about you? How you are going to perform the labs?
I Azure.
Azure only. So do you have a
Yes.
credit card?
Yes, sir.
Have you ever used that credit card for Azure?
No, sir. No.
No, not ever, right?
Yeah.
Okay. And what about you, Vamshi? Have you ever used a credit card for the Azure account?
No, no.
Not at all. Okay. So what we can do, so today, first of all, I'll let you know how to create the Azure account and how to
Okay.
get the free credits onto it. Right. So guys, I am already using the pay as you go account, right? So I will not be able to show you with my screen. So what we can do, one of you can share your screen, either Vamshi or Sharath. Okay, one of you can share your screen and I will let you know the procedure step by step, and you will be able to create the account and you will be able to get the free credits.
Sir, your disabled, lowest disabled participating screen
Yeah,
share.
sure. Let me give you the rights. Let me give you the rights. Give me a moment. So this is mandatory, guys, right? We will get some idea of Azure as well if we are going to perform the labs on Azure portal. Okay, and let me give you the rights now. Security, share screen. Yes, you can share your screen now, Sharath. So guys, in
Just
Azure,
give.
yeah, in Azure there are two types of subscriptions available. One is pay as you go, and the second is free subscription. Right, pay as you go means what and all service you are going to use, you have to pay to the Microsoft Azure. Okay, but if you are using free services, in that case Microsoft gives you a free credit of rupees $200 that can be used for 1 month, right? But again, if you are not able to complete the lab within 1 month, I will let you know how to get the subscription for 1 month and how to extend the subscription with the help of we have to create some tickets, and by creating that ticket with the Microsoft, we will be able to extend our subscription. Means we will be able to get the another $200 discount. Okay, so this is a thing first of all. Okay, so do you have any Microsoft account, Sharath, or you want to create a new one? Do you have a Microsoft account or you want to create a new one?
New one, sir. Actually, it is there, but I forget my password.
Okay, no problem, no problem.
Okay.
So what you can do, you can go to outlook.com. Okay, sign in. Yeah, or you can go with free account, create a free account. Here also you will get the option create one. Select the option create one. Yeah, create one. Yeah.
Shall I give sir my name?
Yeah, whatever you want to give. Sharath K @ outlook.com.
9 8 7 7 7 7 7 7 7 7 7 7 7 7 7 7 7 7 7 7 7 7 7 7 7 7 7 7 7 7 7 7 7 7 7 7 7 7 7 7 7 7 7 7 7 7 7 7 7 7 7 7 7 7 7 7 7 7 7 7 7 7 7 7 7 7 7 7 7 7 7 7 7 7 7 7 7 7 7 7 7 7 7 7 7 7 7 7 7 7 7 7 7 7 7 7 7 7 7 7 7 7 7 7 7 7 7 7 7 7 7 7 7 7 7 7 7 7 7 7 7 7 7 7 7 7 7 7 7 7 7 7 7 7 7 7 7 7 7 7 7 7 7 7 7 7 7 7 7 7 7 7 7 7 7 7 7 7 7 7 7 7 7 7 7 7 7 7 7 7 7 7 7 7 7 7 7 7 7 7 7 7 7 7
Okay, it is already taken. You can just go with some of your some unique you can try. Okay, just give your password, super memorable password now.
Forget, sir. Just a minute. Okay.
Yeah, go next. You can save it here only so that you will. Okay, anyways. So go Sharath and K next. Okay. Okay. Next.
What do you-
Yeah, next. So match this.
Oh,
Oh, yes, this is the only one. Submit.
Submit. Is again asking, sir.
Okay. Okay. One
This
more.
one, I think. This one, I think, not, sir.
Yeah, this one. This one. Yes. Try this.
Oh,
Okay. Then again, the same thing you have to try. No, no, no. Yes, this one. Match the rabbit again. Yes, I believe this is no. Go one more. Again.
user to move the person to the spot indicated by the cross of 5. Person going to that person. I think that indication.
Okay. So that indication. Okay. Go again. Go again.
This
Yes,
is right.
this one.
Yeah.
This one. Right. Right.
How many, sir? Again.
Yeah, around 5 we have to follow.
Okay. Yeah. This one.
Okay. Okay. Submit.
One more. This one not quite
Oh,
right.
which was not right. Yeah. Let's try
Again,
again.
this. Okay. This
Match
one okay.
this.
And this one okay, right?
No, this person is on the, just scroll it again. Go, yes, again. No, go again.
More.
No.
This
Yes,
one.
match it. Submit.
Submit. Again.
Yes. Next. 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 Next.
This
Next. I think this is matching, but okay. Next.
the
Next.
back one was matching.
Yeah. That back one was matching. Yes. Go back. Yes, this one. Submit. Okay. This is a bit difficult, right? Okay, go next.
Next. This one. No, not this one.
Not this one. Yes. It should be with that triangle, right?
Next. Yes. Next. 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 Next.
I think this is matching.
No,
Okay,
no,
go
no.
next. Go next. No.
Next. This one.
This one, huh? Ha, this one, this one.
This
Yes,
one.
this one.
Last one.
Yeah. Next. 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 Next.
This one.
This one. Oh, come on.
Shall I get audio, sir? Shall I try audio?
Make sure the person is standing in the shape that is indicated by the cross. We tried the same thing, yeah. Okay,
Same thing
try,
only, right?
try it with the audio, what you are getting. Got it?
Option 3, sir.
Type your answer as a number, Type
Okay.
3 only. Done. Not again. Great. 4 to go. Okay. Earlier it was not like that.
Yes.
Come on.
I will
Everything is
try. I will try reset, sir. One more account I will try now. It's not there order. It's very difficult. Previously, it is not there, sir, like this.
Yeah, it was not like that. Give FQDN, fully qualified.
Oh, fully.
Yeah. Sometime if it is with Hotmail, then you hey, you can do one more thing. Just create the account with Hotmail.
Hotmail nowadays is
Yeah, Hotmail also you can create the account with Hotmail as well.
this one, sir. Is it mandatory, sir? Outlook only is mandatory.
No, with Gmail also you can do it.
Yo, I got it, sir. It's asking for forget password. Email code sent to sir to my
Email
mail
code.
ID.
Yes. If you forgot it, then again you can go with the forgot password and you will get the code. Just select forgot password.
But it's not showing entire Gmail. Last digits.
You have to complete it.
Not getting anything, sir.
Go to spam or something. It is not there, huh? Oh,
the second one, the security code. Okay, it is not some.
this
That
is
is
for
just
the
alert only.
Go to the recovery password again. Yes.
Just
And use a different verification option. Okay, select this one. Do you have registered phone number also?
they're not asking, right?
Yeah, phone number it is not showing,
We will
but it
getting
should.
for this. This is also not getting.
But I think
Now
you are
I am.
logged into some different.
No. Now I am getting,
Yeah,
sir.
it's a, yeah, it's look like.
Right. Okay.
What is there that name I forget? Okay, I have to create new password, right?
Yes.
Sir, you remember, sir, my ID?
No, actually.
Okay, I will.
Okay, I
No,
believe you
right?
are logged in now. Yes. Go yes.
Yes.
Yeah, say yes.
No thanks.
No thanks.
No thanks.
Yeah. Okay. So finally we have the Outlook account, right? So now what you can do, go to portal.azure.com now. Open a new tab. Go
Okay.
to portal.azure.com. Now log in with the same account. Go next. Okay. So now we are logged into the
Maybe later, right?
yes, maybe later. So now we are logged into the Azure portal, right? But we
Yes.
do not have the enough credit amount to create our VM. As I told you, either we can go with the pay as you go, or we can go with the free trial, right? So we have to create a free trial account so that we need not to pay anything to the Microsoft, right? Then pay as you go, I will let you know. I'm already working on pay as you go account. I will let you know the feature, that what and all feature will get in the pay as you go, and I will let you know the difference also. See guys, what is the difference basically? So whenever we are creating a free trial account, in that case, within a region is basically a geographical location where actually the data center of Microsoft is available, right? So the limitation with the free trial account is only that I will not be able to get the public IPs onto more than 3 VMs. Okay, more than 3 VMs, I will not be able to get the public IP, right? So what we need to do in this case, we have to create the VMs onto different regions so that per region only 3 public IPs are allowed, right? So what we will do, we will be needing around 6 to 7 VMs at a time, right?
So,
And yes, please.
so basically, like we can create only like 3 virtual machines
Within a single
one
region,
right?
yes. Okay, either one you can create, but 3 you can create in the East US, 3 you can create in the East US 2, and 3 you can create in the India, Central India. Or there are multiple locations available according to our need. We can configure it over there. The main difference is this only. Maybe as you are using free trial account, you will be able to get the 3 public IPs. But I will let you know, see guys, if we are going to create a VM onto different region, in that case, we will not be able to make the communication of our VMs. We will be able to communicate the VM within the region only. But in order to make the communication, we have to do some configuration. We have to do some routing, right? And then we will be able to make the communication between different zones also. Okay, this is the later part, but now let's get a free trial account. So go to start option, Sharan.
Yeah.
See, as I told you, there are 2 options available in order to create a Microsoft Azure account. Either you are getting start free or you are getting pay as you go, right? So
Pay
we
as
are
you
going
give
to
me, sir. Tell me, sir, once again.
pay as you go means, in this case, whenever you are going to opt this service, from that time only your meter is going to be start.
Okay, okay.
What and all services you are going to use, Microsoft is going to charge you after the month. He
Is
will
based
send
on
you
only storage purpose or what, or any service
what
like?
and all service you are going to use, Microsoft is going to
Okay.
charge after 1 month.
Okay, okay.
Right? Microsoft will send you the statement of the month, right? What and all services you have used during that month, you will be able to get it on your email, and you have to pay to the Microsoft. Please
Okay.
do not use it until or unless you are not aware, right? I
Okay.
do not recommend to use pay as you go for now.
Okay.
Okay, it is only meant for the enterprise solution,
Okay.
or where you have the budget, or you can select pay as you go option over there as well. Okay, so go start free. Okay, so what you need to do here, you have to fill out some information, which is
Okay.
mandatory one. Just fill it out.
It's already coming.
I think they're asking your phone number as well. Okay, give your phone number, please. Middle name is optional. Other than that, all we have to fill out.
Email address will be not this one, right? Shall I give Outlook or my Gmail also?
Email address, let it be same only. Why to change it?
It automatically it will take in, sir. I think it is not there.
Automatically taken, huh? So why you are changing it? Just leave it
Okay.
as it is.
Okay.
Okay. Okay, so phone number, please do not enter the country code in your phone number. Okay, that is fine. Or you can select text me option. Text me. So check on your number, you'll be able to get a verification code.
I got it, sir. Okay. Verify
Okay,
code.
yeah, verify code.
Okay.
Okay, this is done. And then you can put on your organization. Let's suppose you are giving it as networkings or whatever you want to give, you can give it.
I like you.
Yeah, give it networkings. Yeah.
PAN ID.
Okay. PAN ID, it is not, it is optional. No need to do it.
Okay.
No need to fill it. Give your address line 1.
Line 1.
Yeah, just give flat number something. No need to
Okay.
give correct information. Need not to worry
Okay.
about. Flat number 202. Give mine 1.
Okay.
Okay. And then city, Bangalore, or wherever you're living.
Okay, Hyderabad. State.
State.
Telangana is there. Yeah.
Yes, it should be. Then postal code.
Okay.
Okay. Then I agree.
Okay.
Yes. And next. So guys, initially, as we are going to configure SCCM from very scratch. So initially we are going to, have around, or we have to, give around 10 hours for the configuration only. Okay.
So it's asking
Yes.
10 hours.
Now, 10 hours for the configuration part only.
Wow.
Okay. Sometime we will be needing the updation. Sometime we have to set up the SQL server, and sometime
Okay.
I have to take your queries also. Like I am
Okay.
able to configure, but sometime if you are not able to, so I need to take your queries as well, right? So it will take around 10 is more, but still it will going to take around 5 to 8 hours. Okay.
Okay.
So just do one thing, Sarath, if you want to unshare your screen, you can do it, and you can type your card number and all, right?
Name is compulsory as per card
Yes,
only,
yes,
sir.
as per the card only. You can stop your screen share, and you can type your CVV and all. Okay, it is the
Okay, right.
confidential one. Yeah. May I do it?
Just stop there. Yeah, okay.
Okay. Just fill out the information of credit card and then verify.
Shall I scale? I'm getting doubt here.
Yeah, you can share your screen again.
Here, after payment has been made, OTP is coming, sir. After that, it's coming here like this.
Please provide a credit card, debit card will make your temporary authorization. Okay, go and sign up. Yes, sign up.
Okay. Again.
Okay, you are ready to start with Azure. Okay, then you can start, go to the Azure portal. Navigate to the Azure portal, free account, quick start. Okay, you can close it, you can cancel it. No need to do it. Just cancel it, just close it, close it.
This one.
Yes, yes.
Yeah.
Okay, so successfully you got the $200. So if you want to verify, what you can do, you can go to subscription. Onto the search, go to subscription, type subscription here. Yes, yes, go to the first option. Yes, this one.
Free trial.
Free trial subscription you get.
Shall I click that one, sir?
Huh? Okay, and under this you will be able to see your free credit expire in 29 days, right? So till 29 days you will be able to use this subscription, and you got 13,000 rupees or $200, you can say, right, in order to use the Microsoft service. And I can assure you guys, so within these $200 we will be able to complete all our labs.
Within 29 days.
Yes, within 29 days, as well as within these $200 we will be able to complete our lab. But later on, how to get the how to extend our free subscription, that also I will let you know later on. Okay. Okay, but for now we are good with the configuration, right? And we got the okay, and we got the free subscription amount as well, right? Now let me share my screen.
Yeah.
So this is the thing, guys. This is the steps you have to follow in order to get the free trial, in order to get the free credits if you are going to perform your labs in the Azure. Okay. Now the second thing is to how to create the VMs. So let me show you. You will you have to just follow the same things along with me, right? And
Yeah.
just do the same configuration which I'm going to do. Pranish, for this you will get this recorded session onto your portal itself. You can check on your portal and you will be able to get it, right? Maybe you have received one URL, one link under which you will be able to get all the all the recordings. Okay, now how to create the VMs. So we have created the Azure account. Now to create the virtual machine. Pranish, check with networking team, please. Or guys, if you have the recording links, just share on the chat so that Pranish will be able to get the videos. Okay. Other than that, Pranish, if you are not able to get it, just check with networking team. They will share the link. Okay. Okay. Now we have to create 3 virtual machine. Let me draw a diagram that why 3 VMs we need to create. Earlier also I told you that we have to configure 3 VMs. So one VM is going to be the domain controller. One is going to be the database server, and one is going to be the SCCM server. And later on, we are going to configure one more under which we are going to configure the secondary site. Okay, so this server here we have to configure a domain controller. Okay, and onto this machine, I am going to make this machine as a database server where I am going to keep all the database related to my SCCM server, right? All the data I'm going to place it onto my database server. Database, and the third is going to be the MECM server. So as I told you, we have a limitation with the free trial that for 3 VMs only we will be able to get the public IP. Right, but if we need to create the other VM, so in that case we have to set up that VM onto any other location, onto any other region, right? Now let me open my portal. Okay, Google sorry, Azure portal, portal.azure.com. Okay, I'm going with this one. Okay, so here I'm using pay as you go subscription, right? So in my account there is no limitation. I can create as many as virtual machine I want within a single region. I will be able to get the I will be able to get the this one. Hey, why it is active? Subscription name, it should not be. I'm already using pay as you go. Anyways, so it is not showing anything. We can wait for some time, or I can do one more thing. Trainer. So we are logged in with trainer ST1209. No, we don't need to log in with this account. Just a second, guys. Let me see if I have done something onto it. Actually, I have different accounts, multiple accounts I have. Portal.azure.com. NK trainer 1209. Okay. And which account it is? Trainer SD. Okay, so this is the free trial. Let's close it. Let's work on the second one only, right? So what I need to do, I have to create some VMs. Initially, I'm going to create 3 virtual machine, but later on, I am going to configure more. Okay, so in order to create the virtual machine, either you can go to the search bar and you can search for the virtual machine, right? And you can select this first option, virtual machines, right? I need to create a virtual machine. So select this create and Azure virtual machine. Now, in my case, it is showing pay as you go, but in your case, the subscription will be free trial. Okay. After that, guys, I need to create a resource group also. So resource group is basically, you can say it is a folder under which I am collecting the data. Likewise, resource group is a container under which I am collecting all the virtual machines, all the VMs. And see, whatever the services you want to use in Azure, for that we have to create a resource group. It is needed. Either you are creating a storage service, or you are creating a backup service, or you are creating a database service, whatever you are doing, you have to create a resource group for that. Okay, so for this, I am going to create new, and new name I'm going to give it as let's suppose it is MECM hyphen training. You can give resource group 1, RG1, RG2, RG3, whatever you want. Okay, I am giving it as MECM hyphen training. Right, after that I need to give the virtual machine name also. So let's suppose this machine, I am going to make this machine as a domain controller. Right, so what I am going to do, I am going to name it as domain. Okay, then under which region I want to create. So region is that is what I told you initially, that region is basically the data center of the Azure where you want to create the VM. Right, so if you are going to expand it, you will be able to get more option: East US 2, Central US, West US 2, West US 3, Australia, Southeast, Sweden, UK, West Europe, and so on. Central India you are also getting, right? Canada, Germany, Norway, Poland. So depending upon the requirement, you can select your location, right? But trust me, if we are configuring a VM on East US, it is much cheaper than the other location. Okay, because see, I am using pay as you go, so that is why I have to search around the cheapest solution. But if you are using free trial, then in that case, either you can go with India or you can go with US 2, wherever you want to do, you can create it.
How do you know, sir, which is the cheapest, which country, which region?
Because see, initially Microsoft started their data center as in East US, in US, right? So that is why the VMs, I compared the VMs, right? I have created the same configuration on East US, and I have configured the same VM onto India or the Canada, right? So in that case, the cost was varying. Okay, East US was much cheaper than the Canada one and other VMs. Okay, but this is not our lookout for now, until unless we are not learning Azure. So for now, we have to just understand that we have to select the region under which we want to configure our VM. Okay, then availability option, no infrastructure redundancy, and security type, let's select it as standard. Okay, and then the image for which type of VM you want to create, right? So I am going to use the Windows Server 2019. In that case, I can again go to this drop down option and I can select Windows Server 2019 data center. Okay, if you want to work on 22, 2019, 2016, depending upon the need, you can do it, right? But let's suppose I'm going with 2019. Okay, then size of the VM. Size of the VM you can decide. So for me, you can see the size is DS1, in which I will get one virtual CPU and 3 GB of memory RAM, and it will going to cost around 7,000 rupees for 1 month. But this 7,000 per month means I am running my VM 24 into 7. In that case, it is going to cost 7,000 rupees. But if let's suppose after the configuration, I am going to shut down my machine, so Microsoft will not going to charge the same amount. The Microsoft is just going to charge the storage only. It is just going to charge for the storage only, for the disk only. Other than that, what and all IP you are using, what are all VM you are using, for that Microsoft will not going to charge until or unless you are not turning on the VM. If it is in turned off state, then in that case, it is just going to charge for the storage only, for the disk only. Okay, then after this, you have to give the username by which you want to connect to your VM. Acha, I was talking about size. So if you're not okay with this size, you want 8 GB RAM, right? So in that case, again, you can go to this option and you can select 2 virtual CPU, 18 GB memory, right? 4 virtual CPU, 16 GB memory, right? But again, higher will be the computation power, higher will be the cost. Now Microsoft gives us one more option, that let's suppose during the production environment, production configuration, I am not okay with this configuration, means the server is lagging, or it is taking time to boot, or it is taking time to serve the services. So in that case, the running onto this existing VM, I can increase its computation power. It is also possible. I will show you this. Okay, but for now I am going with the basic configuration, but later on, once we are going to build the server, once we are going to install multiple things onto the server, then how to upgrade the server's compute power, we are going to learn it about later on. Okay, and then you have to give the username. Let's suppose I am giving mine one, and the password, I am giving the password like okay, and okay, and now go next. So you have to enable port number 3389 RDP, so that you will be able to take this system on remote. RDP works on port number 3389 and you have to enable it. Likewise, if you are going to host any website onto Azure, then in that case you have to enable HTTPS and HTTP. If you are building any Linux machine, then in that case you have to enable port number 22. Okay, and then go next. So this is the type of disk, right? So OS disk type, you can see it is premium SSD. But again, if you're going to make it as standard SSD, then in that case, the cost will be bit low. Okay, but let's go with the premium SSD only. And then go next. We are not going to add any other data disk, because see, whenever we are creating a VM, a Windows VM onto Azure, by default we will get 127 GB of space onto C drive, right? So what and all requirements we do have, we will be able to do it within 127 GB only, right? And no need to add extra disk. Okay, and then go to networking, right? So under this virtual network, you can see the name is domain vnet, but I don't want to use it. I want to create a dedicated virtual network for all the VMs that is going to be under MECM training resource group. Okay, so for that, what I'll do is I'll go to create new, right? And I'll name it as, I'm going to name it as East US hyphen VNet. Okay, I'm going to use East US hyphen VNet. It is not mandatory that under which region you are configuring, you have to give the same name. No need to give. You can give whatever you want. Okay, and then okay. Right. So now I am going to place all the VMs under East US VNet only. Right. And then public IP, obviously I will be needing the public IP to take the system on remote. Right. And then for that, you can go to create new, and you can select, see, standard in this. If you are going to select standard, in that case Microsoft will going to charge a huge amount, right? You can go with the basic one only, basic and static. Again, it is much cheaper than standard, right? And then okay. Now no need to do anything, leave it as by default. Now go next, 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 and create. So per hour, Microsoft is going to charge 9 rupees 89 paisa per hour. But what I'm going to do after doing the configuration, I'm going to shut down all the machines, right? And then create. Likewise, the same process you have to follow, and you have to create 3 VMs, right?
So compulsory 3 VMs is mandatory, sir,
Exactly.
in SCCM.
Yes. In order to create a SCCM lab, we will be needing
Okay.
3 virtual machines.
In real time, whatever it is.
Yes, in real time as well, it is needed.
Okay. Okay. One should be domain controller, one should be
Database,
data.
and one
Okay.
should be the MECM, where we are going to install the console of a MECM. Okay.
Okay. You are assigning static IP, right?
Yes, static public IP.
Static public IP. Okay, not like 192 class C class.
No, 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 no. It will, my
Okay.
Azure will take care of the assignment. I need not to do
Okay.
anything in this case.
Okay. Okay.
Public IP is needed because, see, I want to, first of all, I want to access internet on the machines, right? As well as I need to access the machines from my system. So that is why this is needed, right? So now directly I can do RDP by using its public IP, and I will be able to connect the machine. Let me show you. So go to resource, and this is the public IP, right? Just copy it and go to MSTSC of your base machine laptop. Okay, and type here the public IP and connect. So it is giving you the console to log in, and now you have to type the ID and password that you have provided during the configuration of machine. Okay.
Username and password.
Yes. And log in. And you are logged in now. See. Right. So this is how you can take the system on remote. Right. Likewise, I need to create the 3 VMs. So I'll go to home. Again, I'll go to virtual machines. I am going to create one more. So resource group is going to be MECM training. Okay. And the virtual machine name. Now let's suppose this is going to be my database server. Okay. So I'm going to name it as database. And yes, under East US only I'm going to place it. And no infrastructure and standard image is 2019 only. One virtual CPU, 3.5 GB of memory. The same ID and password I'm going to give. Okay. No need to change it. But if you can remember, then you can change it. And then again, go next. Again, I need to allow 3389, right? Then go next. And let it be by default. No need to do anything. Just under networking, make sure you are getting the VNet as East US VNet only. No need to create the different one, right? I want to place under the same virtual network. Okay, so East US VNet, and then public IP. Just go to create new and select it as basic and static, and then OK, and that's it. Then go next, 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 and create.
If I change resource group names, it will not communicate, sir.
It will come up, right? But the
Okay.
communication will not happen.
Okay, okay.
Okay. I want to create the machines under a single container only. I do not want to put it onto the different containers, right? So that is why I am selecting the same resource group.
Sir, you consider this?
Sorry.
Container means that is what is container?
Container, basically you can say the collection of the virtual machines. I am collecting the virtual machine under a single container.
Okay, okay.
Right. So meanwhile it is getting created. I can again go to home, and I can go to virtual machine, and I can create the third one also, right? So select your resource group, virtual machine name. So this is going to be my MECM server, MECM, right? Standard 2019 only, one virtual CPU, the same ID, username and password I'm going to give to this machine as well. .3389 is okay. Then go next, next. Okay, virtual network is East US net, VNet. It is okay for me. And then public IP, let me go to create new. basic and static, and okay. 3389, yeah, all thing is okay. Then go to next, next, next. Review, wait for the validation to pass in.
I just want to know one more thing. Like, we are creating a new IP for every single machine, like for domain and for database and for this MECM server. So, like when we work in a production environment, so we also have to do the same, or we have to select the standard one.
See, it is, first of all, it is not mandatory to configure your MECM onto Azure only.
Okay.
It is not mandatory. You can do it on your own data center also. So in that case, you have to get the static public IP onto MECM server. So MECM onto MECM server, static public IP is needed all the time,
Okay,
right? Onto this database and domain controller, it is not needed to get if you are working on on-prem environment.
Which means the own infrastructure, right?
Yes, if they will be having the private IP also, in that case also we can set up the communication of both the VMs, all the VMs.
Okay, got it. Through this virtual network, right?
Yeah, through this virtual network, or what you can do in your data center, you must be having some switches, right? So you can just connect to the switches, that's it.
Okay.
Let's suppose you switch, and you can connect all these machines to this single switch only. And if they are on different network range, then you can set up the routing.
Okay.
And you will be able to make the communication of all these VMs. Or if let's suppose these are the hardware, different servers. So obviously we can set up the communication, right? Hope you're getting the thing. So have you ever worked on data center? Have you ever worked on servers before?
Not on the server, but I have knowledge about it, how it works.
Okay. So hope you are aware of that, how the machines communicate with each other, right?
Yes, exactly. Like in any company, like one PC or two PC and three PC are connected. So similar way, server are also connected or like maintained, right?
Exactly. So the same thing, if they are connected to the same network, they will be able to communicate. If they are not on the same network, then we have to set up the routing. And in that case, we will be able to make the communication. Got it? Yeah. Okay. So why we are working on it? Because see, I can show you the same configuration, right? I can show you the same configuration onto my own laptop, but the thing is, I do not have a good configuration. I have around 12 GB of RAM. And we will not be able to configure the labs, right? So that is why I am doing on Azure. But the same thing, I can clear your point onto the networking labs as well. Okay, I will show you the configuration on networking labs also. So over there, obviously no need to get the public IP, right? Within the private range also, we can do the configuration.
So we have to like do the configuration as per the infrastructure. The infrastructure is using by the company, right?
Exactly.
Okay, got it.
Yeah. Okay. So let me go back to the VM. Okay. So validation is passed, and then we can create it. So for now, we have only created the virtual machines, right? We have created the resource groups and all. And to take the system on remote, you have to go one by one to the RDP console, right? You have to search for the MSTSC, and you can give the public IP of your VM, and then you will be able to connect it. But to resolve this issue, what we can do, we can use a tool that is called RDC Manager, Remote Desktop Connection Manager. So this tool, by using this tool, we will be able to add the multiple virtual machine under this, and no need to give password No need to give the IP once we have to give it, but later on no need to give again and again, right? We have to just double click onto the server. We have to do the double click onto the server, and then we will be able to connect our VM, right? So it is a free tool available. I am giving you, I have already installed in my laptop, and I am giving you this link. Just please download it. Now, how to use it, I will let you know. So search for the RDC manager. After doing this, right, after downloading it, you will be able to get the RDC man, right? Open it. Okay, so what I can do, I can delete this machine. This is for my previous batch. Yes. Okay, let me delete, remove server, and this one also. Right, and let's suppose I'm deleting this as well. Properties, disconnect group, I'm not getting a. Okay, now after doing this, what you need to do, you have to go to file and you have to select new, and by giving new, you have to give the group name, right? So group name, let's suppose you can give East US or group 1, group 2, group 3, whatever name you want to give, you can give and you can save it. After this, you will be able to see the group name here. So let's suppose I'm going with the East US group. Now under East US, I want to add the VMs that I have created. So for that, I will right click on it, the East US, and I will select add server. Now under add server, I need to give the server's IP, the public IP, right? Sorry, this is not the one. Let me do it. Let me go to the console and let's go one by one. Okay. So I have created 3 virtual machines, and 3 virtual machines have these 3 public IPs. I will copy it one by one. So this IP is for a database. Okay. I am going to give for the database. So server name, let me copy the, let me paste the IP, and display name is going to be database. Right. And then under logon credential, you can give the name also. Okay. So for now, I am giving it as my name and the password that I have provided to the VM at the time of configuration, and then add. Now the data machine is added, database machine is added. Just double click on it and see we can directly connect to the VM. See, right? Likewise, we can add the other machines also. So let me go to my portal. Let me copy the IP. Which server is this? Domain. Okay. Let me go to this RDC manager. Right click on East US, add server, and give your server IP. Okay, it is not copied, I believe. Okay, and the display name, let's name it as domain. Okay, and then again, logon credentials also you can give. Right now, add it. And let's add the third one also, add server. And let me copy the public IP of my third machine also. copy and go to this and give the server IP and name it as MECM, right? I am naming it as MECM PS, right? Primary site. That I will let you know again. Initially, we have discussed about that what is primary site, what is secondary site, but I'm naming it as PS, MECM PS, okay? Primary site. And then the login credential. And then so we are not, for now we have not made the domain controller. Okay, I'm not using the domain. Once I am going to make a domain, I will give or I will specify the domain name here. Okay, then add. Now you can go and connect these server one by one. Double click on it and again double click on MECMPS also. So we are connected directly. Okay, domain we are connected and MECM also we got connected. If you want to get the full screen, then in that case, right click on it and select full screen. So you will be able to get this server onto your full screen. Okay. So this is the way under which you can collect your VM and you will be able to work on it one by one. No need to go to RDP again and again and give the IP and to give the credentials. So directly we can go and we can connect our VM. Right? Then connect all three server, do basic configuration on all servers. So guys, what we need to do, we have to do some basic configuration also. Basic configuration like, so for now these machines are connected to the internet, right? I want to disable the automatic updates. See, whenever we are going to connect nowadays, if you are getting Windows 10 or Windows 11, if the machines are connected to the internet, they will auto pick up the updates, right? But I want to disable it. I'm going to select until or unless. I'm not going to select check on updates. It will not going to pick up. Okay, so what I'm going to do, I'm going to do some basic configuration, and that will be like, let me make it full screen. And just type here, or you can search for the Windows PowerShell. And type here sconfig. Right, I want to disable the updates, download and install updates. So what I will do is, no, sorry, number 5, Windows update settings. You can see it is automatic, right? I want to disable it and I want to make it manually. So what I'll do is I'll type number 5 and enter, and I will make it as manual update. Okay, M, and then enter. So for now, it will not going to pick up the updates automatically until or unless I will not click on the check on updates, right? So let's disable it. And the same thing you have to do for other servers as well, right? And what and all I need to do, I have to go to local server and let me disable the IPv6 because we are working with IPv4, so no need to get or no need to configure the IPv4, IPv6, sorry. So go to its properties and let me disable this IPv6 and OK and close it, right? And under this IE enhanced security configuration, so I am going to disable it, because whenever I'm going to use the internet on this machine, it is going to ask me that whether you want to store the URL or not. I don't want to do all these kind of thing, right? So what I'm going to do, I'm going to turn it off. Right? And then okay. So this is the basic things, guys, that we have to perform on all the servers, right? Let me refresh it and it should be now off. What happened to this? Huh, it is getting refreshed up, and let's do the same thing on other servers also. Let's go to domain, right? Go to the sconfig under PowerShell. Okay, I use double sconfig. Okay, let me make it as manual. Go to number 5 and make it as manual and enter. Okay, and close it. And now let's go to server manager. Guys, I would recommend to do these things along with me, right? So that whenever you're facing any kind of issue, you can just stop me and you can ask your query. Okay, so Ethernet properties, disable IPv6. Okay, and close it and disable this IE security also. Okay, now do the same thing on database server as well. Okay, and under sconfig also, server configuration also, let me disable the updates. Number 5A and make it manual. Okay, that's it. So these are the things, guys, that we have to make sure that these things should be disabled or whatever I did. So you have to do the same thing. Okay, because these machines are every time connected to the internet, right? So I don't want to, store all the things. I don't want I don't want that the server should give me the error that you have to store this URL to make it secure and all. So that is why I have just disabled the IE, right? And the second thing, I have disabled the updates, because see, all the machine is connected to the internet, so automatically it will take the update from the internet, right? But I don't want to use it, because see, unnecessary it will ask me for the reboot. It will show some errors and all. So what I did is I just disabled it. But whenever it is needed, we can just go and we can manually go for check updates, and we will be able to install the updates here. And even as we are making the SCCM server, so through SCCM only we will be able to send all the updates. Okay, that is called patching. Actually, we will be able to update all the related patches to the servers, to all the servers. Okay.
So shall we disable updates for Windows 10, Windows 11 also for client systems like
For
this?
client system it is okay, but for server level you have to disable it.
Okay. Oh,
Okay.
client system you can do, sir, like this sconfig also.
Yes, you can do. You can do.
Yeah. Because sometimes we are giving internet access to the client system, so they will automatically updates will come.
But we are after this we are going to make the policy that all
Okay.
the machines will going to take the updates from SCCM server only. Okay.
Okay.
Just wait for some
And
time.
one more thing, sir, is it required compulsory Windows Server 2019 data center, sir? In
No,
real
you
time,
can.
we are data center standard is there, evolution is there, so many is there, right?
Yeah, you
Operating
can go
system.
with, if you see, if you are going with the evaluation, then in that case you will not be able to build it, because in that case you will be able to get the black screen like Linux screen, right?
Yeah.
You have to
Standard.
work
What
on
about
command.
standard edition, sir?
Standard, you can get it. You can get it.
Okay.
Hmm.
Okay.
Okay. So these are the things, guys, that we have to make sure before doing all the installation. And guys, I have been told that there are multiple students who enrolled for this SCCM, but the thing is, I'm not able to see the candidates. So just for 1 or 2 days, I'm not going to start the installation. We are just going to cover the basic things, right? And maybe from tomorrow or day after tomorrow, we are going to start the installation. So these are installation we have to do, right? As I have to make a domain controller, I need to install the ADDS feature, and these all things, what and all these things are. I'm going to share this notepad file with you also, right? So I used to prepare it for my previous batch, and this, you can see it is, the date is March 7th. So this for my previous batch I did it, but I'm going to share it with you all so that you can take a reference from it and you can do the configuration, right? Anything you want to ask?
So like I just want to know this AI will impact any uh, thing on this SCCM jobs and all.
Not at all. See, AI is, yes, it is actually impacting, right? But we as a administrator, we need not to worry about. We will be able to, no, there is no like job cutting and all for us. Okay, so it totally depends on it totally impacts the developer level, on developer level, right? For developing tool, for developer tool, there are multiple tools available by which we can get the whole code. Okay, but here if you have to do the installation, you will be needing a person who can do it. Okay,
Okay.
jobs are there, need not to worry about it. If even last class I have showed you on the Naukri portal, for SCCM admin only, there are active jobs around 40,000 in India itself. The thing is, they are searching for the right candidate who has the good information about SCCM console, as well as for Intunes also.
Is it like
Nowadays they are searching for Intunes also.
okay? Is it like necessary to have the knowledge of this PowerShell also? Like, there is like two way. we can use the GUI or the CLI, right?
Yes.
So with the help of the PowerShell, basically we use the CLI.
Yes. PowerShell is basically, you can say it is a scripting through which you can automate your things.
Okay.
Right? If let's suppose now you can see I have created these virtual machines one by one. But now let's suppose onto Azure itself, I want to create 100 virtual machine at a single time. So what I can do, I can integrate my account with the Terraform, right? And with a single code, I have to write down a single code, and by giving that single code, I will be able to build 100 virtual machine at a single time. So that is some other thing. Okay, that is the DevOps part actually. If you are if you are very well with the Linux, well versed with the Linux operating system, well versed with the cloud technology, so then I would recommend you for the DevOps, right?
No,
Under
my
which
question is related to only the SCCM only. Like, so for the applying any policy after installing this SCCM or MECM client. So is it
yes,
like necessary to
we
use?
can use PowerShell as well. Yes, for doing
So
the
if
installation, for creating the policy, we can use the PowerShell command. No problem.
yeah, but it is not like mandatory.
It
So
is
we
not
have to.
mandatory. Yes, yes, it is not mandatory. Anything else, guys, you want to discuss for today? Acha, one more thing. Do one thing after making it. Just save your file. Okay, save it. Right click on it and save. That's it. Okay, and after this, just shut down all the servers. So at console level, you can do it. Go to your RDC. Oh, sorry. Go to your Azure portal. Select all the virtual machine and stop it.
How much this course gonna take time?
40 hours around. And now if we are going to see, as I told you, I have been told that there are multiple admissions are there, multiple enrollments are there, but I'm not able to see multiple peoples. So for now, we are going to have session for 1 or 1.5 hour, but from next week, from 29th, we are going to have the sessions for 2 hours. Okay. And then I believe we will be able to complete it by June first week. Yeah, within first week of June, we will be able to complete it.
This SCCM only, right?
SCCM only, right? Okay. Anything else?
No, thank you.
Sir, it's only for SSM we can install any type of software, right?
We can,
Any type of software, like any applications.
if you want to deploy it onto the client machine, right?
Yeah, yes, right.
Yes, it is possible. You can do it. You can do it either it is exe or it is .msi. We can do it.
Okay.
No
Okay.
problem.
What is this MSIX packaging?
MSI is the MSI is basically the extension nowadays which is used by the applications that are basically Microsoft system integrated.
No, my question is like today I see somewhere in some kind of like job profile MSIX.
MSIX.
Yes.
It should be .msi, not MSIX.
I'm aware about this MSI and that .exe. Okay.
But MSIX, I'm not sure what it is. Yeah.
It's like related to packaging and all.
Packaging, we are going to do the packaging of .exe application, right? So MSIX packaging.
Yeah. So MSIX is like, I'm checking on internet. It is like packaging tool.
MSIX packaging tool enables you to repackage your existing desktop application to MSI format. Okay, so it is nothing. It is just a type. It is a tool which is actually converting your application into MSIA.
Okay, got it.
If let's suppose I have a .exe package, right? So not MSIX, I can use whatever I want. There are multiple tools, MSI.exe to MSI converter.
Okay, got it.
Yeah, that is some other thing. Yeah, see, there are multiple tools available that I can use. Okay.
Okay, got it.
Okay, then see you on tomorrow. Okay. And tomorrow again, we are going to start with the basic installation, but in all installation, we have to make sure that we have to make a domain controller. We will be needing one domain. We have to make the database server and what and all. After making the domain controller, we have to join these systems to domain also. Okay, so these we are going to discuss tomorrow, right? Till then, okay, if Sharath, if you have configured the VMs, just shut down all the VMs. Okay.
Yeah, sure. Okay.
Yeah, and before the class, turn it on before 5 minutes, right? Before the class, you have to turn it on.
Yeah. Okay, sir.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay, thank you. Good night,
Okay.
sir.
Bye bye, everyone. Good night. Take care.